when you're a girl's dad, you're emotionally connected to your daughters. I think dads are more connected to their daughters than they are their sons. I love my son and we're like pals and best friends. He wants to box and throw the football, but we have this protective, we need to be there, be a great role model for our daughters' perspective, for outlook. And I admire because, not only did you have a great career with the Lions and you were gone a lot, but then you had some issues, going on at home with your wife when she was sick. And, can you talk about what that was and how you had to step up and be a Mr. Mom, be the caregiver here?
In 1998, my wife at the time, Stephanie, was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she had a 12-year battle, and she went home. I call heaven home. She went home on November 19th in 2009. During that time, she had 5 recurrences, but she was also healthy a lot of times, but then she was on treatment. And so that's when I kind of walked away from football, which seemed to surprise some people. But I always knew who I was as a person, and how I was able to define myself was that on June 24th of 1989, I said it in sickness and in health, and I meant it to her. And so God gave me the financial means to be able to walk away and still provide for my family and yet be there and take her to treatment and go through that process and that journey with her. Along that time, then, I became more, especially when she was ill, I kind of took care of the kids. I organized things. I did carpools. I did meals. I did all the things. They were young. After Stephanie passed away, I was a single father raising 4 kids, 3 girls and a son, from ages 15 to 7. And I felt woefully inadequate all the time. I know the difficulties and challenges and the rewards of being a single parent, but it's really hard. And I remember going to bed every night, and I'm a man of faith. I would look up in the sky and I'd say, I'm not doing a very good job, And I get a little emotional thinking about this, because when you sit down and you talk to your kids as they get older, all of them, before they left the house, went off to college, they all thanked me for doing a great job, Dad. And so it was really rewarding for me when I felt so inadequate at the time that I wasn't doing them a just service. They saw it another way. And the cool thing, too, is that in 2011, I thought I would never get remarried. And I met a girl from Youngstown, Ohio, and she's a wonderful woman, and 2 more daughters that were, one's the exact same age as my 3rd child, and one's a year older. So I have now 5 daughters, 1 son, and a daughter-in-law. And it's been really, really rewarding. Nobody wants to lose somebody they love, but that happens in life. And I never thought that I would ever get remarried. I never thought that I'd ever be able to love somebody again. And talk about grace, the concept of grace a lot. By God's grace, I was able to find somebody and actually feel love again, to be able to love and to let myself be loved again was really, really cool. And I'm very fortunate, man. I've had 2 girlfriends in my life, and I married them both.
That's such a touching story. I try not to be emotional either, but I love that you talk about your faith. I think that's important. People don't do that enough. And I think that it's, God gives us what we can handle, and God gives us gifts, and things that we feel are hard are really just teaching moments, struggling moments to make us stronger for what the future holds. I truly believe that.